I swear to God, it's so weird to start off a video. I'm just sitting in a room right now, and there's no one around. It's quiet. I'm just talking out loud to myself. This is so weird. Anyways, welcome back to Mental Health Talk. Today's discussion is going to be about love. Yay! One of the most trickiest subjects of them all. Now, I'm going to give you a scenario, and it might be close to what you experience, it might not be, but I feel like we can find some common ground within this. Imagine you meet a girl and she's gorgeous. It's, I want to tap that at first sight. So, one circumstance leads to another where both of you end up chatting, and it's great, and you decide to keep talking. That talking turns into flirting, and maybe it turns into a little talking stage. Now you start to get that feeling in your chest rather than in your pants. And this feeling is new. It's different. It's wonderful. Well, guess what, pal? This new feeling is what some people might call falling in love. Yeah, it's fantastic and it's great and all. You become attached to this girl in a way you've never understood before. And you know what? She feels the same way. So y'all start dating. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. It's the type of state of being that cannot be described with words. But this is your first relationship. You're inexperienced. You will make mistakes. Very, very big mistakes. And of course, things won't end up too well. Because let's be honest, you're way too in your head. You use emotions over logic. You or the girl will either accidentally use manipulation tactics seeking attention or validation. This is no longer just happiness. This is war. The overwhelming weight that comes with love is crippling. It's no longer become this pure thing it once was. It's now a drug that consumes every fiber of your being. No matter how much you try, you'll never reach the high the relationship once gave you, and eventually, you'll get left behind. Either you pull the plug or she does. It's bitter. It's gone. But in the end, the best thing to do is to move on. Ooh, bars, rhyming. Anyways, but this is your first. In your eyes, this will be the one and only time you'll ever experience something like this in your life. So you try to run back. But no, that's bad. Don't do it. Stop it, you stupid idiot. But oh well. Now we've reached to the unscripted part of the video. Frick. But anyways, that's scenario one. And I feel like it's a very general kind of thing. I've tried to make it as general as possible, but obviously your experience will not be the same as mine or the scenarios or anyone's, but 9 times out of 10 they play out like this. Now again, it doesn't have to be a girl. You're gonna envision a guy in this scenario because it will flow the same way. But anyways, if I had to describe first loves with one single sound, it would probably be ah. But anyways, okay, I'm so glad I am home alone right now. It's such a feeling. It's such an experience, especially when you first feel like deeply fall in love with someone. It's such an amazing experience until it's not. And obviously, to those people who find the one first try, I hate you with every fiber of my being. I'm kidding. I more so envy you because, like, dang, you guys got it right. But anyways, if I had to speak about this as a whole, or at least the breakup part, the first breakup part, I would just say move the frick on. Especially if this is a long distance relationship. The best thing you can do is delete every single memory you have of them. Not just from your mind. No. That will come later. But the first thing you need to do, let's say you communicate through social media or some kind of messaging app, block them and delete your messages. Now, maybe pretty harsh. You may be like, holy crap, I don't want to do that. It's like there's some things I still want to look at, and there's still some things that I hold deeply and cherish. Like, bro, between me and you, that stuff needs to go bye-bye. That's the only way I ever moved on, is by basically deleting their existence. Obviously, they still live rent-free in my freaking head, but it's not much of a problem. It's whatever. And at the end of the day, you have to realize that this is going to happen more than once, probably. You're going to go through this same experience more than once. This isn't going to be the only one, and you shouldn't treat it like it's going to be the only one. Now, the best thing to do is to move on, to find something to distract yourself with. Now, I'm not saying drugs or anything like that. That's stupid. Don't do that. But maybe dive into yourself, hobbies, and other things like that. Friends, family. Try to stay on your feet. That's the best thing to do. Because honestly, you will get depressed after your first relationship. You will. Or you'll be really happy, depending on the situation, because maybe the other person freaking cheated. And in some cases, people do like end up being, oh, but he was my first relationship, but he cheated. He's such a bad dude, but like, he's special. Girl, drop it. Drop him. Yeah, drop that whole mentality. Just please stop that. But at the end of the day, this is the best advice I can give you. Move on. Now, maybe the circumstances of your breakup were mutual. They were fine. They were okay. But let's say you decide to just stay friends afterwards. Don't do that. There are very rare cases where a relationship can end well with two people just being friends. And I feel like the only way that's possible is if one or both of these two things happen. One is that the relationship did not last long. Maybe you just wanted to try it, and maybe it was for the best that you guys broke up. Maybe you guys just didn't click in the way you thought it was going to be, and it's fine. And you understand that. You better freaking understand that. And second, were to be if you found someone else afterwards. Now that is a good sign, and that is progress. But don't just find anyone just right off the bat. Do not make someone your rebound. Do not rebound. That is not a good thing. Don't ever do that, because if you rebound, you'll just destroy yourself more, especially if it was a good relationship that you would like to get back. This is just something I get from experience. Don't do that. Now let's say you've been in this relationship forever, and then you decide to be friends and blah, blah, blah after the breakup. Don't do that. It may be hard. That's what she said. It may be difficult, but you need to move on. You need to look the other way. You need to take the first step and keep walking in the opposite direction. Because, oh my God, if you stay in that same place, in that same area, you will destroy yourself. And it's not good. It's not good. Not good in the slightest. At the end of the day, I feel like the separation part is very hard. It's like, if I had to describe it, you get sick and things only get worse before they get better. And it's the same thing when you try to move on and delete everything you once had of them. Basically, delete every physical memory or digital memory you have of them. That is the best thing you should do. And it hurts. It hurts a lot. But when you finally do that, your conscience just clears the frick up. You get better faster that way. Now, obviously, you can take the long route and do this and do that. But at the end of the day, it's just going to cause you more pain. And sure, you'll move on eventually. but that's the key word, eventually. We're trying to move on as fast as we can. Reasonably. Don't just like freaking like pop out the freaking bed and be like, yay, I'm gonna go find my next wife. Don't do that. But you get what I mean. Anyways, obviously, still a lot more to talk about, still a lot more things to discuss. I feel like this is a good stopping point because I do not like these videos being over any more than 10 or 12 minutes. So with that, I will see you later. Bye bye.